Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Pre-Market News and Views by In the Money Stocks. Today is February 3rd, 2012. It is the final trading day of the week. It is a Friday. Let's get right into the charts. We're waiting for the all-important government job report, non-farm payroll report for the month of January. You're going to see here we have about 5 minutes to go before the release of that number. Futures are trading down just about, actually they're flat. They're just flat on the day, unchanged, right to 1322.75. Earlier this morning they were trading a little bit higher. They have pulled back in a little bit. So we'll check back in a few minutes. We'll see how this market moving report affects the markets. Again, a lot of times the first move is the wrong move. But once again, after this report, traders should just go back to following the U.S. dollar index. If the U.S. dollar index moves lower, the market will move higher. If the market U.S. dollar index moves higher, the market will move lower. On a day of a big event, please remember that the news could overshadow the dollar, but that will only last one day if it even happens. Okay, so just want to give everybody a heads up there. A couple of things to go over. It looks like China is starting to contract. At least that's what their data is starting to say. But nonetheless, last night you didn't really see that in the market. Shanghai index was up about, I believe, 0.7%. You had the Nikkei down about 0.5%. The Indian Sensex was also up 1%, which has been very, very strong ever since they said that they would probably begin to lower rates over there. So, again, you do have India inflating still. China is inflating again today, and you have Japan deflating a little bit. The Hang Seng was basically flat last night. Don't want to make a lot out of that. Also, this morning it looks like we have gold down just about $1 to 17.59 per ounce, and oil is down about 25 cents to $96.12 a barrel. So again, that's what we're looking at going forward. We're really waiting on this news, which is still about 4 or 5 minutes away. So let's take a look at some stocks that are out there. We're going to start with this ticker symbol TRMB, and this is Trimble Navigation. Stock is trading higher this morning. Do not jump on board this stock, okay? I'm not sure what the news was, but either way, it's overbought, it's extended. You have to really check what it is just to make sure it's not a takeover or something like that. But do not jump on board. This is going to be a weak gap. Stock has already been up way too much. It's extended. Do not jump on board this stock, okay? This possibly could be a fade candidate once the opening bell rings. But the volume right now is just very, very light. Let's take a look at this Acme Packet. APKT is the ticker symbol. Stock is getting hit again. I really wouldn't touch this one. There's going to be support at $25. Right now it's trading at $27.50, but it's coming off of the high pivot here, so you got to be careful here. Pretty good little haircut. I'd leave this one alone. Wouldn't touch it at all. Let's take a look at Gilead Sciences. GILD. This is a major biotech. Stock is trading higher this morning. Has very good resistance up here. It's trading around 53. This is another gap that's already what we call a weak gap into resistance. Again, it's a nice move, but this could be a fade candidate as well. Either way, just be careful here because sometimes the market right now is very euphoric, and good news is great news, and bad news is even good news. This stock apparently had good news. It's trading higher, but just be careful here. It is very, very extended at the moment. All right, let's take a look at Estee Lauder, everybody's favorite fragrance maker. Again, this stock is coming off of a pretty sharp high of $60, high end of the chart. Looks like 54 is the low end of the chart. If it breaks down a little bit lower, you're going to have some short-term support around $52.67. That could give you a bounce. If that fails, you got to really let it go down to the daily chart 200 moving average. There will be more support there at 51.42. But there's a fair amount of support even right here at 54. Okay, so just to give you a heads up, you're going to watch those two levels, 52.60 and then all the way down to 51.42. There should be real good support there as well. Alrighty, let's get on with Tyson Foods, ticker symbol TSN, the poultry producer. Stock is up this morning, nice bounce. Looks decent actually because it's coming from a low pivot. This stock was trading down all the way to 1862 yesterday. So this looks like a decent little gap. Be careful. I would not be shorting the stock here. It looks like a decent gap. I don't know how much upside it's going to have in it. I wouldn't expect all that much. but nonetheless, it is going to probably hold up. Now let's sit tight. We're going to go back to the futures and the dollar because we're about to get the job number out any moment. So again, we have about a minute to go before the job number is released. We'll see the reaction. We are getting a little bit of a downdraft ahead of it, but again, this is all jockeying for position. And there it is. Job number is just out. And look at a big spike here in the market. So again, that little jockeying for position, and that's all it was. Big spike. Let's see if it comes back in. Looks like the unemployment number is out. Dow futures are up 100. S&P futures are now up 10 points. Let's see where this thing heads. I'm not sure the exact number yet. Looks like 243,000. Much better than expected. And market's loving it. Dollar got a big spike lower. Dollar is coming back up, though. So we'll have to wait and see how this plays out. Here's take a look at the U.S. dollar index chart. Look at that big spike down. I mean, rarely do you see a 24-hour chart just gap down. And that's how big of a spike down it was in the dollar. But futures are having a nice bid right now. They're up about 9.5, 9.25. This is what you need to know about the job number. If it's a good job number, and apparently this one is, from the headline, that usually will cause the dollar to strengthen. Dollar strengthens, it's a negative for the market. So it's a little bit of a catch-22. But whenever you get big news like this, sometimes the news will override the dollar initially. But we'll have to watch the U.S. dollar index. If that U.S. dollar index falls, that's going to push these markets up a little bit more. So again, that's what you have to watch for. And we'll see how it plays out. Right now, you do have a big spike in the market off this January non-farm payroll report. I guess it looks like economists were expecting, I think, 175,000. We got 243,000. The unemployment rate supposedly ticked down to 8.3% versus 8.5%. And pretty solid move here for the S&P 500 E-mini futures, up 11 points now. So we'll leave it at that. Again, we'll see if this can hold or if this fades. That's what you have to watch for. Be careful here. A lot of complacency in the market, so just watch the dollar. If the dollar starts to soar up, this thing is going to start to come back down. You can already see the dollar making a little bit of a move. It's still down on the day, but look at the bounce back that it's had a little bit. So we'll see. Again, market is starting out pretty strong at the moment. I don't want to rain on the parade here. So, but just be a little bit careful. But market is starting up pretty sharply this morning on a euphoric job number, and 243,000 jobs reported for the month of January. Not a bad number at all. So again, we'll see how this plays out. I'll leave it here today, and I will see you all on the charts on Monday. Have a great trading day, everybody.